Good morning. Welcome to Casa TexPina. We're on build day number 35. Today is going to be a shortened day for construction work on the site for me to supervise. My nephew is having his wedding today, so I'll be out on the site only about a half day, and then get ready and go for the wedding. The wedding's supposed to be about 2:30. So I'll bring the camera along and show what I can. I know they have a videographer there, so I don't want to intrude or interrupt. For construction today, they are continuing with the block walls along the anything with a 6-inch wall on it. That's most of the exterior walls. They're continuing with those. As I mentioned yesterday, the engineer had told them to start forming up all of the columns, and they will start pouring those little by little until they get them all completed, at least up to the lintel beam height, which is about 6'10", 6'11" above finished floor. So they'll be starting to work on those. So I'll be here and watch what I can for this morning, and then when they break for lunch, I'll break out for the day and go get ready for the wedding. So let's take a look and see what they're doing today. Let's go look around and see what they got rolling so far this morning. It is early. It's about 8 o'clock. They just got started working about 30 minutes ago. So they've already mixed a batch of mortar. We are continuing to build the hollow block wall, the exterior walls. Like I said, everything with a 6-inch. This is the walls of the bedroom number 2, guest room, and it's closet, walk-in closet here in the front. And then what else are we looking at? So they're watering down the bricks, little additional water on the mortar to help the binding of the fresh mortar today with what had been placed earlier. Plus it also helps to strengthen the concrete, the hollow block a little more as it continues to cure. Remember when we first got these hollow blocks, they were we were told they were green. They'd only been formed maybe a week or two prior. So we're continuing to put in fill material. They keep taking fill, moving it in bucket by bucket, spread it throughout the house to get the floor up to grade before they go back through and start wetting it down and compacting it a little bit later. It's morning. Go ahead and walk through and see where everybody's hiding out at today. It is early, so not everybody's in their place where they're going to be working at yet. This is the master suite. They pulled off the form for what they poured yesterday afternoon. Let's take a closer look. Concrete looks good on this side. Obviously still green, as in color and smell. So it hasn't finished curing yet, but it is strong enough to be able to pull off the form. Morning. Oh, hi. Mr. Alex up there hiding in the corner. Mr. Alex is continuing to build the forms for the columns, as I had mentioned earlier. They haven't pulled this one off just yet. They'll get there. Yes, and they are starting to put more forms on more columns. So Mr. Alex is working on the one. Oh, you can't see that. Let's see. Ah, there you go. Use my hand as a sunshade, sorry. Mr. Alex working over there on the corner. And on this side, Mr. Wilson and Oliver are working on the maid's room, utility room corner. Take a quick walk around. Mr. Orley and Mr. Manny are continuing to work the lentil beams. They finished this one here on the maid's room north wall just a little while ago, and they're prepping the lentil beam for bedroom number 2 here shortly. They'll probably be done with that in about an hour. They're fairly quick. Alright, let's keep walking around. Looks like Mr. Jericho is prepping for more hollow block walls here on the front. He's setting up his guidelines so he knows what square to stay in line with the walls. You got these young gentlemen here in the front doing bucket brigade, putting fill material throughout the house. You can see where here at the front where they've gone from here, let's put it on this side. You see it's down quite a ways, and they're coming up almost a little over a foot to a foot and a half with fill material bucket by bucket. So it looks like they're working on the great room into the breakfast nook and kitchen area next. So looks like Mr. Marvin and Mr. Alex are still working the column form that'll be poured probably later this afternoon while I'm at the wedding. Their other columns have come out very nicely, so I am not really concerned. Although it is always a good idea to try your best to be on site as often as possible. And you see here they've already nicked it up to get it ready for mortar at a later point. So that way the mortar's got something to grab too, because they will mortar over all of this. That's part of the reason why they do such a rough finish on their block work. The blocks are rough to begin with, so it's not really primed for paint. When they get done with the mortar on the or the plaster coat as they call it, this will all be very smooth. You won't even notice that you wouldn't be able to tell a difference between poured concrete and the plaster coat that they do on the walls. And let's see, I think I see Mr. Wilson and Mr. Oliver working on the other column here on the southwest corner of the utility room. Alright, that's a quick snapshot. Everybody is gainfully employed. I'm closing early today from the job site. I am going to be attending my nephew's and Godson's wedding today. We're blessed to be taking part of it as well. That's about it for the job site. I'll try and tune you in as we go through the wedding today. So let me just start from here. If you like today's video, please give us a big thumbs up. Comment below. Constructive criticism is always welcome. Always, if you'd like to see more of these videos, hit the subscribe button or the Casa TexPina star in the bottom right hand corner. If you'd like to be notified when our next video is available for your viewing pleasure, hit the little bell icon just below the view screen and you'll be notified on the next upload. So until then, have a great day and God bless. We're at Aaron and May's wedding. This is at the Grand Palazzo Royale in Angeles City. The groom is over behind me in the dark blue, in the blue suit. That's Aaron. Sister of the groom and her two sons.
Hi, Jordan. Hello, hi everybody.
Hi.
You standing by her, Mr.
Hi.
Don't stand by her.
We'll see you on the YouTube. Coming up to the location for the reception. Let's go look inside.
Thank you.
Kick. Let's Gonna be the reception and the counter to check in. Going through the registration, and then we've got hors d'oeuvres before we get started. Photo booth, hors d'oeuvres all the way up and down. Large party. I think we had over 200 guests attend, both sides of the family, extended family, college friends, all kinds of folks. So the main dining will open up at 5 o'clock. So we got about another 15-20 minutes. So until then, everybody gets hors d'oeuvres and a bar. Place inside here is gorgeous. Nice. They're picking the best dress.
And of course, from the gentleman, we have this John Carlo Kimaduko. John Carlo. Joining us, we have Officer of Council. Can I have all the ladies here at the side and the gentleman here, please? Ladies and gentlemen, our candidates for female and male best dress. Palakpakan naman. Thank you so much. You may now take your seat. Later this... Our newly wedded couple, Mr. and Mrs. Aaron and Maybelline, and now, Arceo! with the live performance of the Hero Band. Your big round of applause, please.
This is love and rose. When you kiss me outside, and then when I close my eyes, I see love and rose. You make it like it's magic. I see no.
Come on, take the balls. Come on, Josh, get the ball. And get into it. Come on. Pasok ka na, roll. Come on. Ready to remove the corner, using your team. Wow, so much effort. There you have it. Stop before.
Thank you for watching. If you liked today's video, please hit like, subscribe, and hit the little bell icon to be notified when our next video becomes available.